Hello, my name is Scott for SB Gaming, and welcome back to Transport Fever. We're here in the 6th mission for the America campaign, and off screen I spent a bit of time, as you can probably see, putting in some track, putting in some signals, connecting this up, because reasons. A lot of hassle, a lot of stuff. Plus, I set up some lines, although I haven't actually put any vehicles on, just so that you wouldn't really see that all on screen, because that's kind of boring stuff, I guess you could say. But we have our central passenger station right here, and we have two stations or depots that will be supplying trains. Over here we have a bridge with a train depot underneath, and yeah, that will put trains onto this line as well. And right now the other line is not showing just because reasons. I don't have rail there, but I'm down to $6.22 million because reasons. Anyway, we want to get things going so we can export fuel. San Antonio, Dallas, Beaumont. Which do we want to start with first? Well, I'm thinking the San Antonio line. I did make sure to get that set up. So we have this line that we can set up. It goes up to here, and what I would like to do, we are going to...
This is where the black gold lies. Very kind of the dinosaurs that they had the good grace to die out and transform themselves into crude oil. Shall we start pumping? You better believe it.
Yep, drill now for 3 million.
Black gold is bubbling away here already. Hopefully we'll never run out. Otherwise we'll probably have to breed new dinosaurs and then wait an eternity until they've transformed into crude oil.
Alright, if the well dries up, we can still pump there. The annual quantity is very small. However, yeah, it's about 20 units per year. And we also want to do this one over here. And the reason we're doing these ones is, of course, for distance. And...
this is where the black gold lies.
Yep.
Black gold is bubbling away here already. Hopefully we'll never run out. Otherwise we'll probably have to breed new dinosaurs and then wait an eternity until they've transformed into crude oil.
Yep, so we have 1,000 here, we have 500 there, and these are randomized. Sometimes you might get 2,000 over here, and yeah. Take out loan, sure. We're gonna buy a train, and we're setting that up. Yeah, we're gonna go with an Atlantic, and I would like to go with 6 tank cars. That brings us down to $11 million, and we are going to set this up to go to the San Antonio oil line. And now we'd also like to, might as well pump this one.
This is where the black gold is bubbling away here already. Hopefully we'll never run out. Otherwise we'll probably have to breed new dinosaurs and then wait an eternity until they've transformed into crude oil.
Alright, so that is a 500 unit oil well. Alright, well, I'm going to... actually, it doesn't matter because reasons. We are going to go new line. This is not something I set up. RF Crude Oil. And bother. Crude Oil, add station here. 2 here. And we are also going to want to buy some vehicles. We're going to go with Ford Model 77. We are going to set this to run on the which one was it? Do I actually have one going to there? No, I don't. Alright, new line. We're gonna add station, and right now I'm using 2 of these. So this over to here, and that is going to be line 1. We're going to name this RF Houston Transfer. For now, we just need the one train or truck on the line, but we also have goods to do. So I might as well get that done as well. We are going to buy one for now, and we're going to set this to RF Beaumont. And in fact, bother. Yeah. Where is that? For this, what I am going to do, seriously, we're going to set it to goods, because what will possibly happen is when fuel gets brought down here to be shipped out, it'll actually be put on some of these lines being shipped out to the various towns. That's a problem because you might actually run out of oil and fuel, and you might not get this task done in time. So what we do not want is for the trucks themselves. I'm gonna have to wait for it to get back to the freaking depot. Never mind. We are going to go RF Beaumont. We're gonna buy another one. We are gonna set this to RF Dallas. Buy another one. Set this one to RF Houston. Buy another one. Lake Charles. Buy another one to New Orleans. Where is it? New Orleans. Buy another one, and San Antonio. So this will get goods traffic. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, never mind. Although, you know what? I actually want to send that back to depot as well, because I want to set these to fuel. And this is going to be Houston transfer. RF crude oil. Beaumont. Oh, that's right here. We are going to set to RF crude oil. And I just like to change the color to black. There we go. Now, RF San Antonio. I'm going to buy another one. Where is the depot? We're going to set this to, really, RF San Antonio. There we go. So we have TF Oil, TP Dallas Branch, High Speed Rail, and Main Line. Those are going to be the three services that we'll be running passengers wise. Now, yeah, I'm going to want to eventually get those set up, but for now, we're just going to leave them. We're not going to focus on passengers quite yet. And what I would actually... No, it should be good. Production. We are going to actually reverse these. I don't want them to head out if they don't have to. So this is up to 96 production, and that will ramp up. And as we can see, we have some traffic. So what I would like to do is connect this over to here. And I want this to bother. Yep. Because they're going to be wanting to come into Houston. Now, another thing I want to do, we are going to bring that out like that. Oh no. No. Too much slope. I can kind of see why. Sure. Now, are goods being stocked? Yes, they are. Although with that said, return back. You're Houston transfer, you're fine. And you. We might have to sacrifice a few trucks. You, I want to head back. You, I'm going to have you head back. Alright, so there are goods accumulating. That is good. This is up to 170 production. Wow, that's really cranking up. We're going to set that to goods. We're going to set that to goods. And we're going to set these to check our... Actually, I'm going to want to send them to New Orleans. And we got quite a few showing up at Houston, although the reason for that, of course, is because its frequency is high. RF Houston, 8 minutes versus 28 to Lake Charles. So yeah, I'm going to want to bump up the number of Ford Model 77s. Set that to goods. 2, 3, 4. We're going to set that to New Orleans. We're going to set this to Lake Charles. Or did I? No. Yep. Okay, never mind. RF Lake Charles. We're going to do the same thing. RF San Antonio. I may be running some empty trucks, but this will help to ramp up the quantity of goods. And actually curious, how are we doing over at the oil wells? Well, we got 5 units sitting there. We got nothing sitting there. We got 4 sitting there. Now, one thing I might want to do until we decide to start drilling here, which I could do right now, but no. I'm going to pull number 2 off, and we're also going to pull number 4 off. What I don't want the train to do is stop there unless we are actually drilling for oil, because it'll slow the train down, it'll have to stop and then get back up to speed. And we drilled 985, 486, and 488 remaining. Now, we are going to want to buy some more trucks. Ford Model 77s. And where's goods? Goods right there. And we are going to go this to wherever. RF Dallas. Might as well put a few more onto RF Houston. And I'm going to buy a couple more for San Antonio. As well as Beaumont. RF Houston has 81 goods. And those will head out and make us a fair bit of money. Although the turnaround time will be, of course, low. Nothing waiting. 15, 20. What I'd like to do is... Wish I could pop right back to the screen. 4, we want to send these to New Orleans. And we want to send this to Dallas. And Beaumont. And as well San Antonio. There's just an insane amount of more New Orleans. Actually, these don't bother. Goods. 3 to New Orleans. We're going to buy one for Lake Charles. And at this point in time, what I'm basically going to just do is we are just going to keep adding trucks as more stuff shows up. We want this thing, it's maxed out. Alright, we want to buy 2 for the Dallas line. We're going to buy 3 for the New Orleans line. We're going to buy 2 for the San Antonio line. Eventually I will run out of money. It'll take a while for these things to make us a lot of cash. Alright, I'm gonna buy a couple more for New Orleans. And a couple more for Lake Charles.
Good gracious, we're spending money like there's no tomorrow. Just this once, our financial backers are willing to turn a blind eye and help us out once again. But this is definitely the last time.
And goods. To RF Dallas. Let's buy a couple more for New Orleans. We still have 87. RF Houston. Now, apparently we did make a bit of cash. 677k, nice. So we are going to want to start ramping up the quantity of fuel trucks. We're going to send this to RF Houston Transfer. And we have 15 units of fuel exported. Nice. Our goal with this is basically just to let's go goods. We're gonna buy a couple more, send it to RF New Orleans. What is the frequencies? We got RF Beaumont 44 seconds. We have RF Dallas 78 seconds. Okay. Houston's at 48 seconds. Houston transfers at 41 seconds. Lake Charles is at 92 seconds. New Orleans is 102 seconds. And San Antonio is 68 seconds. I'm not going to bother sending any goods up to Jackson just because unless I want to build a massive road across here, they'd have to come this way and then up this road. I don't necessarily think this is worth it. This would be ideal from here over to here, but I don't want to build a massive bridge, and yeah, about that. So, right now, we are going to just keep on ramping up the 1932. And we are going to set this to line RF New Orleans. That brings it down to 84 seconds. We have 27 units. 28 units. If I can get a majority of the goods going out to New Orleans, Dallas, and San Antonio, those would be probably the most profitable lines, just because of the distance. We can buy a couple more for New Orleans. We're down to 79-second frequency. RF Houston is at 80. 24 fuel exported. Nothing waiting there. What we might as well start doing is start adding trains. We have $9.88 million. That is going quite nicely. We have 27 units sitting there. We have 6 units sitting there. And where's our train? Our train, I think, is over here. 31 of 72, so it's running about half empty. And how much money have you made me? You just brought in 896k. Alright, about that. The next thing I would like to do... Oh, yeah, definitely here. Let's buy some Ford Model 77s and the RF crude oil. That will ramp up the frequency. We have 46 units exported. Now, just a matter of getting the... Actually, production's only 30. Yeah, we need to really ramp this up. So, 10.9 million in the bank. What I'm going to do is connect up this line. Or I could do that off screen. No, we might as well do it now. Let's run it from this end. And that. Oh, bother. Let's just try to save some money. Sure. Let's let things run. There. And now we're going to want to bring this up and over the hill. And then we are going to want to connect it onto that right there. And right up there. And now we're going to bring this train alignment. Ew. Yeah. Alright about that. So what I'm going to do we're gonna spend a bit of money. Want to nope. Make this flat. And the reason is so we can make a proper junction. Oh, bother. Which side of the rail is that? That is... Okay. Sure. Although... No, I don't like that. We are going to drop it down, have it flat for right there. Yeah, about that. Sure. Let run. We're still at 10.2 million. There we go. And that. Now it's just a matter of connecting that up. There we go. And now signals. Alright, so right now it is May 12th, 1933. We have this line connected at the moment. We're at 11.7 million in the bank, so it might as well be time to set up the other line. We're going to go with the 442 Atlantic. We are going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tank cars. And we are going to send this to the Dallas Oil. Now, before we get that one going, we are going to, of course, want to purchase this.
Is where black gold is bubbling away here already. Hopefully we'll never run out. Otherwise we'll probably have to breed new dinosaurs and then wait an eternity. This is where black gold is bubbling away here already. Hopefully we'll never run out. Otherwise we'll probably have to breed new dinosaurs and then wait an eternity until they've transformed into crude oil.
Alright, so we have 2,000 units sitting there. We have 500 units sitting there. Or no. Oh no, 500 units sitting there. We have 509k left in the bank, so about that. Have we taken our take a loan, take a loan. Alright, so yeah, we've already taken the loans. Anyway, there's our second train. Next thing I'm going to want to start doing is buying the drilling rights. And 911k. Now, just check a look at our profit. $1.98 million delivering goods into New Orleans. That is nice. Lake Charles, 159k. 103k for Houston transfer, 256k for RF Houston. RF Dallas is 422k, and Crude Oil is making me 389k. RF Beaumont, not a whole lot to be expected. San Antonio line, 481k. We have $1 million in the bank, and we have 9 units sitting here. Alright, we have 23 units in here, so I'm going to buy a couple more Ford Model and Crude Oil. And here we have 16 17, 18. This is a New Orleans truck. What I'm going to do is buy another Ford Model 77. We are going to set that to New Orleans. And the, whatever that is, I think it's called the Pioneer Zephyr. Yep, it is a 177 kilometer an hour train, weight of 105 tons, power of 448 kilowatts, tractive effort of 80 kilonewtons. $5 million to buy, $847,000 a year to run. It's disappointing, to say the least. There's other things that you could be running, but one thing I might want to do right now. Do I have bus service set up? I don't, but I will. Or rather, actually no, I don't. We are going to set up from here. What I want to do is bus tram station. We're going to set this up right about there. And now we are going to go from there over to, is that one of my bus stops? No. Where did I put the bus stops exactly? No, I think those are just for, yeah, the freight services. Throw that there. Throw that there. That. We have that. We have that. And yeah, I might as well. There and there. Now, add station, we're going to go here to here, up to here, over to here, then back to here. I'm going to come back this way. Rather than using two separate lines, we're just going to do that. So the buses will go around like this and then back around like that. So we can just load up one route rather than two routes. And what I would like to do, we are going to set up, I think, although what I might just do is do that offline. Actually, first, we have our passenger station here. Oh no, this one's set up. Alright, about that. Nope, we might as well get this going. And we are going to go depot. We're going to buy road vehicles. Snyder PB2. We're going to send this to Bus Dallas. And we are going to want to have another depot, say right here. And we're going to throw on a bunch of Snyders to Bus Houston. Although right now we don't have any money to buy a train. We are going to be using the M300s. Although with that said, I think it is the, no, it's 1935. This is a pretty decent train. 100 kilometers an hour, 13 passengers. It is a single unit rail car, although you can connect multiples together. It has a power of 200 kilowatts. For its weight, when you consider The Atlantic has 700 kilowatts of power, so this 3.5 of these is one of those. This weighs 25 tons. Like, this thing is insane when it comes to the weight. And yeah, these 6 axles, they are really, really heavy. But we are going to go with M300 service. They accelerate really well. There we go. And we are going to send this to TP Dallas branch.
End of the line. It's no use begging and pleading. Our financiers are refusing to put even one more penny into our project. Damn it.
Not really looked at this very closely, but these were used originally, I think, on the California Western Railway, mainly for branch lines where a full locomotive service would not be viable. So yeah, about that. Anyway, that will get going, and yeah, see how fast this thing accelerates? It's all the way up to 80 kilometers an hour. And there, it's hit its top speed. Right about there. And 372K. That will, of course, generate demand to travel. Although with that said, Lake Charles to Beaumont would have probably been a better alternative. So we might as well do that as well. Let's buy from here. And we are going to buy another M300. And we're going to have this on the TP main line. Anyway, at this point in time, what I'm going to do is take a break here. And we will continue off with more Transport Fever in the next episode. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Transport Fever. Thank you for watching. My name is Scott for SB Gaming. And as always, have a good day.